Hi children, good morning everybody. How are you all? Yes, I hope some of you are sincerely learning your lessons and most of you are little playful because you are at home. I feel very sorry for you people and most of you are very much interested to open the schools, but due to this COVID season and we have not received any specific instructions from the CBSE board to start the school because vaccination is going on, and you all must pray for good health and the good circumstances must come in future, and we all must get into some good moment of starting our school. Let us start the class today. In the previous class, we have learned different types of adjectives and slowly we have gone through, clauses we have learned. Noun clauses, adjectival clauses, adverbial clauses. After learning these clauses, we have also gone through verb because adjectives in the previous class, before I taught clauses, we have finished different types of adjectives. How many types of adjectives do we have? Quantitative, qualitative, demonstrative, interrogative, distributive and determinatives, articles. There are 6 different types of adjectives. We have learned it. After that, we suddenly gone through clauses because many of you don't know what are clauses. After that, when I was teaching you adverbial clauses, we have gone through what are subordinate conjunctions also. Actually, conjunctions is little far away to learn, but when we were learning adverbial and adjectival clauses, I thought of giving you a little introduction regarding subordinate conjunctions. Different types of conjunctions also there, but when we move on to conjunctions, I'll give you a very clear idea how these conjunctions can be used in sentences and how can we make the meaningful sentences we will be learning in the next class. And today's topic, I'm just going through the topic which we have learned it in the previous class, that is verbs. How many different types of verbs do we have in English? We have got 3 different types of verbs. What is verb? Before we get to learn verb, we should know what is a verb. A verb is not just an action word. It tells or it gives or it refers to what it's being. That means it tells the state of it. Verb is also giving an idea about its state, its condition. The state or condition of any word is also a verb. A word and its condition and its state is also can be learned or can be understood as a verb. Majorly, we have 3 different types of verbs. What are those verbs? Linking verbs, helping verbs and action verbs. Linking verbs, helping verbs and action verbs. Action verbs are of 2 types. I just explained you very clearly in the previous class. Transitive and intransitive verbs. Transitive verbs means they can be started happening and it is moving towards the object. The meaningful sentence consisting of 3 parts. The 3 major elements: subject, verb and object. When the subject or the doer of the action is started performing any action, it begins from the subject and slowly if it is moving towards the object, we call it as a transitive verb because the action performed by the doer is slowly getting towards the object. I kicked the ball. I baked a cake. I helped my mother. I boiled the milk. I boiled the milk. Who boiled the milk? I boiled the milk. The milk was boiled. But we are not giving importance to the person who has boiled it. But simply you say that, yes, I already finished boiling the milk. I boiled it. I boiled the milk. Now you can make coffee or tea, or you can make Horlicks. You can mix Bonvita in it, because boiling is a part, it's an action. So it's being performed. Sometimes the action which is performed by the doer, the subject, it doesn't move towards the object. It means the sentence where you never come across object. The sentence where you never come across the object. So whatever the verb that is being used in the sentence is an intransitive verb. Transitive verbs are none other than the words or the verbs, the actions that are performed by the subject and they are moving towards the object. It is get reflected. Understand? Those are the action verbs. Action verbs again are classified into two types: transitive verbs, intransitive verbs. When it comes to linking verbs never express the tense. Linking verbs never express the tense. Okay, they remain as it is, they never express the tense. When it comes to helping verbs, they can explain, or they can demonstrate, or they can explain the action performed. Understand? They describe the verb. Have you understood? They describe the verb. The helping verbs always describe the main verbs. She is cooking food. What is she doing? She is cooking food. Is cooking. Okay, is indicates present tense. The action performed when it expresses present, past or future time can be helping verbs. The verbs which can describe when exactly the action is performed, okay, in terms of tenses or in terms of the time, okay, present time or past time or future time. Those are called, such verbs are called helping verbs. So linking verbs, you know, helping verbs. What are linking verbs actually? For example, this is wall. Here wall is not doing any action, but simply you say this is wall. This is wall. I'm a teacher. It's my little finger. They are my friends. She's my cousin. Their house is very close to ours. So here tense is not required. Whenever you are speaking, you'll be using certain words as the linking verbs. They are linking, okay, the subject is being linked to the other part of it. She is my cousin. She is my cousin. Here is and my. My is a personal pronoun, and directly you are saying, okay, you are linking the subject to its object. Okay, you are linking the subject to its object by a word called a linking verb. Linking verbs never express the tense. Only helping verbs can express the tense. Please mind it. Don't get confused. Be very clear in understanding. Okay, so these are the types of verbs. Whenever you are asked to give the definition of verbs, you must say like this: verbs are words that express action or state of being. The state of being, a verb is a word that tells or that expresses the state of being. What is that? It's a state of being. It's not just performing action. It doesn't just perform action. Okay. Of course, it performs action. Such words are called action verbs. But some verbs in English, they never express any tense. Such words are the linking verbs. Such verbs are the linking verbs. Let us come to adverb. Okay, today we have learnt, I just reminded you what are the different types of verbs, because verbs are introduced in the previous class. So now let us get into adverb. See, I always have a great problem, because I just can't say that okay, it is done, we will go with the next topic. We have to come back. It's always good to revise whatever we have learned it previously. Of course, if we are not revising the topic, we have the nature of forgetting things. We are human minds are really very fickle-minded people we are. We easily forget the things. Forgetfulness develops in people when they are not revising or reviewing as a picture. You have to review the things just like a picture, so that there never come a problem of forgetfulness. Okay, we never get into or we never develop the forgetfulness in us. Let us come to adverbs. What is an adverb? An adverb is a word that modifies the verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Once again, an adverb is a word that modifies an adjective, a verb, or another adverb. So adverb has got a very good grip over the three major parts of speech. What are those? It can modify the verb, it can also modify the adjective, and it can even modify another adverb. Modification, bringing changes. What is modification? Transformation, bringing changes. Okay, here an adverb's first and prior quality is it can modify. It can modify. It can modify a verb, another adjective, or an adverb. So you have to develop your mind to understand, or you need to remember how this adverb works on the other parts of speech. An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Okay? Adverbs are of different types. Adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverb of interrogation, and sometimes an adverb of affirmation. What is that? An adverb of affirmation. There are several different types of adverbs out there in English. Okay? Adverb of time, adverb of frequency, adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of affirmation, etc., etc. What is an adverb of manner? The manner, the way, the nature. Okay, its own nature and its general aspect, or the way it looks, the way it goes, the way it talks, etc., etc. An adverb of a manner is nothing but the way something is done. The way something is done. She dressed so well, or she dressed nicely. How she dressed? Nicely. She spoke very fluently. What is fluently? It's the manner. He behaves honestly. How he behaves? He behaves. How does he behave? He behaves honestly. How does she draw? She draws skillfully, with full of creativity. With full of creativity, if anything is done. Okay, he constructed the house strong, very strong. The way he constructed, how he constructed it, very strong. Okay, he has given it to a very good builder, a very good contractor, or very good engineer, or a very good, what we can say, architecture. Okay, this door is carved skillfully. This door, this main door is carved or painted skillfully. So these are all the manner of, the adverb of manner, the way she look or he look, the way she does or he does. Okay, the subject is doing something in a different ways. Examples: nicely, gorgeously, perfectly, fluently, okay, skillfully, creatively, tastily, etc., etc. These are all come under adverb of manner. Okay. Next thing is adverb of time. What is that? Adverb of time. For example, what is adverb of time? Adverb of time is referring to the time. This adverb is modifying the word in terms of its time that is mentioned. Okay, once, he did once. Once, he prepared it once. At once he did it. At once. Okay? I never talked to him. I never talked to him because he's not a perfect man. He's not a good cultured man. So adverb of time: once, twice, never, tomorrow, yesterday, daily. He reads the newspaper daily. How often he reads? How often he reads the book? Daily he reads it. Understand? Tomorrow, I will come to you tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. I will come to you tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. So once, twice, never, ever, tomorrow, daily, frequently, weekly, monthly, these are all referring to time. Okay, an adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Okay, if you clearly understand what this particular adverb and how it is working in a sentence, you can easily understand how this adverb of time can be used. Let us come to adverb of frequency. Frequency, adverb of frequency. How frequently it is done? I write my father seldom. Seldom means rarely. I write letters to my father seldom, means very rarely I write to my father. So the first three types I have already explained it to you. Adverb of manner, adverb of time and adverb of frequency. Frequency. Okay, and adverb of frequency is nothing but so, very. Okay, these are all or adverb of frequency, and adverb of frequency will be clearly learned in the next class. Until we meet again, goodbye, and I request every one of you to go through adverb of manner, adverb of time and adverb of place also. Adverb of place is nothing but anywhere, somewhere, nowhere. What's that? Anywhere, somewhere, nowhere, near, far, etc. These are all adverb of place. Okay? Adverb of place and frequency. Once again, I'll bring to your notice and I'll be teaching you again. Until we meet again. Goodbye, children. Please revise the topics of grammar which I have just learned. And you have learned it and I taught you today. And I request everyone to revise daily so that you never get away from your learning process. Thank you. Thank you.